about Companies House, brought to you by Google's Bookkeepers. If you enjoy the channel and the content, please do subscribe, like and share. So sometimes people get confused, like, oh my gosh, Companies House, who are they, what are they, what's it all about? So this is what this video is all about, just to give you an overview of Companies House. What's it all about? Okay, Companies House is a place where UK limited companies send their information. They get each year you send to them your limited company accounts, and you give them an update as to who's the directors and who's the secretary and what the registered address is, and just any other changes. It's a matter of public record. So you see, any company that has a registration number and is at Companies House, any documents they've filed, you can get hold of them, sometimes for free, sometimes you pay a nominal fee like £1, but you can access their records. It's on public. So you can view any accounts and any filings. It's there for all to see. Annually, on the anniversary of the company formation, you file what's called a confirmation statement. So let's say I started a limited company on the 14th of February. Every year on the birthday, on the anniversary of that company's incorporation, they write to the directors and they'll say, we need your confirmation statement. And basically it's just confirm who's the director, who's the company secretary, what the registered address is, what is the SIC code, that's the industry classification code, as in just what kind of business are you. There's a list of codes. Half of this information just never changes, and you pay your filing fee, which is £13 when you file it online. Always recommended you file it online, save yourself some money. £30 if you file it on paper. If the directors change throughout the year, if the shareholding changes, you fill out the relevant form on Companies House and they'll update it, and it'll be on the public record. And banks check this, credit reference agencies check this, so you must always keep your information up to date on Companies House. You can go to companieshouse.gov.uk and see what's on there. If you have a limited company, when you first formed your limited company, you should have got, at that point, a 6-digit authentication code. And it's a 6-digit code that could be letters and numbers. It doesn't change, it never changes, it's unique to your company. And you need that code to make any changes to your company. If you don't have the code, you can contact Companies House and they will send that code to the registered head office address. Take the code, use it, log into your own file, change any information that you need. This is why it's very important that the information at Companies House is kept up to date, particularly with the registered address. And it's free to request that code if you don't know it. Companies House will list the directors of a company, it will list the registered head office address, it will list the company number. And you've always got to remember that a company is a separate legal entity from you, the individual. You send your accounts to Companies House each year, and even if you haven't traded, it's very important, they still need what's called dormant accounts. So if everything is nil, they still need that, because they're not mind readers and they don't know if you've not been trading. They can't accept an email from you to say I've not been trading. Things have to be done in the correct format and you have to make the declaration, and dormant accounts will still be available on public record. So you must just keep your record up to date. There is a process to undergo if you want to close a limited company. They're very easy to open. I think in the UK, maybe £20. Close a limited company. It's a process. You pay them £10. Just make sure there's nothing in your bank account, and you can close it that way. That's another video. So why do people have a limited company is a question that I've been asked, like, should I get a limited company? Well, you know, Speak to your accountant as always. I mean, some people literally have a limited company because it's more perceived in their mind to be more prestigious, to be like, oh yes, I've got a limited company, as opposed to, you know, I'm a sole trader, here's my invoice. You know, they can say that this is their company. You may want to form a limited company because your target customers have an expectation of you to trade as a company and not be an individual sole trader. But just be aware that if you have been asked to create a company and you're literally a one-person company, the UK government is clamping down on those types of entities known as personal service companies. And when I say clamping down, it's not that they're illegal or that there's anything wrong with doing that, but they have noticed that a lot of people have created these companies, especially sort of IT and services type people, to provide their service through this company to kind of shield themselves and to, you know, be paying less tax by paying themselves dividends as opposed to on a payroll. Watch the video about payroll versus dividends and you'll see that there's a big tax difference. So sometimes I can see in the near future that having a limited company isn't going to be as advantageous as it once was, because back in the day, can't remember how many years ago, I'm just going to say maybe about 10 years ago, in the UK, the first £10,000 that you earned as a company was tax-free. So think about that. So it was quite advantageous, but nowadays not so much. What the government want is for people, especially contractors, to be on the payroll and paying taxes, as in national insurance and income tax, and not, quote unquote, hiding behind a limited company. Any other questions? Any questions I can answer for you? Please email admin@booglsltd.com. If the video has been helpful, subscribe, like, share. This is brought to you by Boogles the Bookkeepers. Thank you very much for watching.